So in this video I will show you how you set up this scene where you have a lot of different cameras that you can set everywhere inside your scene, and then actually go and take screenshots with them and save them in a folder on your computer. So it will basically just be every single camera that is going to render the scene and then put it inside a folder that you just specify yourself. So let's just start from scratch and I will show you the whole progress of setting this up. But before doing that, I will just show you that I have this folder where I have all the screenshots saved. So if I just hit one of them, you can see I can actually go and switch between all the screenshots that it has rendered in just a couple of seconds. So it's very handy if you have a lot of objects that you have to take screenshot of on every side of the object, like if you want to go and sell some of your object that you have created. But first of all, let's go and open a new Blender window. So we will just get rid of the box and the light. I will then go and import an object here that we can just go and put in the center of our scene. So for now I just put it this couch, and then what I want to do is click the camera, hit 0 on my numpad, and then just go and adjust this as you want to put it. So I think this is okay for the first camera. You can go and hold Shift D to duplicate to another camera. Hit 7 so you get this top view on your numpad, and then just go and drag the camera with G, and let's rotate it a bit. And then if you hit 0 now on your keyboard, you will actually go to the first camera. But if you go and hit Control 0, you will go to this camera that you actually have active. So you can go to that camera and then again adjust it, and then you can actually go and do it all the way around. So I'll just go and do this quickly so you don't have to sit and watch me do every single camera. So for now I just set it up like this. I only have 6 cameras, but the good thing about this is that you really only have to do this once with the cameras, because you can just go and save the file and then reuse it for other objects. You just go and remove this object and put a new object inside. So we do have to do a little bit of scripting. It will be nothing fancy, and I will go and explain everything to you. So first of all, you need to go to scripting up here and then say new, because we want to have a new file where we can put in some code. And before we do this, let's go and save the file. So I'll just go and call it camera setup tutorial and say save as blend file, and then I just copy and pasted the code here. I will give you the code also, so it will be pretty easy to go and follow. So the first thing we have to do is to go and import this BPI, and it's pretty much just the library to go and actually get the scene here, so we can go and target every single camera we have on the scene. Then you have all the names of the cameras. They are going to be stored inside an array. In my case I only have 6 cameras, so I will go and delete all this, and then we could go and call this camera 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we have 6 different cameras here. Then you actually have to go over to the cameras, hit F2 to actually go and rename it, and then say camera 0, and then again take the first camera here, hit F2 and say camera 1. And you will do this for every camera. And you have to remember, we only have to do this once, because we just go and set up the file so you can use it in the future to just go and replace the object you have in the middle here. So what you have to do is to go to the folder that you want to save it in. The easiest way to do this is go to your Pathfinder, and in my case I will just have it in a folder inside my desktop. So I can go and create a new folder, and let's just call it tutorial, and let's go inside, and it's just an empty folder now. So just minimize this so that we have it, so we can see that it actually put the images inside. And you actually just want to go up here and say copy, so Control C, and we're going to paste it inside the output folder. The only thing we have to do here is that it don't really like backslashes, so we have to make forward slashes instead. And a very important thing is also to do it here at the end, because if you don't do that, it will just put it on the desktop. It cannot find out that this is actually a folder also. And then the rest of the code, you don't really have to understand it, but just to explain it a little bit faster, we go and use this BPY and take the content from that and then it have a scene. So we can go and take that inside a variable called scene. Then we will go and loop through all the camera names. And then again, we just have the single name here when we loop through it. So it will go and look at camera 0, put that in here at the first, and then this is just the way that you're going to fetch the actual camera, and then say if it is a camera, if there is anything inside this variable now, then go and execute this code, which is actually just saying go inside our scene and take our variable camera. So I just think this would go and be like, what would the active camera be? And that will be the camera 0, which will be this variable, and then the name of our file here will just be the output folder. And then you can actually see the logic here that we have to use this last / is because we need to actually put it right here and say that we want to save the camera name here like a PNG. So we got the whole path, also called the output path, that we're going to save it in. And then you actually just have to say go and render the scene here and save it in the file path, which was the file path that we just created here to the specific image. And then I do believe that this is just going to be the actual render, because it is a method that we're going to run here. So this will just be the rendering of the image, and it knows where to save it because we specified that here. Then we also have an else, but it's just if it don't actually find the camera, it will just go and print something to your console. So you could go and say camera not found. Then let's go and save the file, and you should actually just be able to run it now. Let's try it, and then go to our folder here. So now you can see it will actually go and generate all the images, but you can see we have one problem. It's very, very dark. So the way I fixed this was actually just to go to the whirl inside our Blender file and then put the color to white, and then maybe adjust the strength here. You can also go and play around with it, but I say 1.5, and then you can go and run it again. So now you can see we get some brighter images now. It's not perfect, but you can go and adjust it to your likings. So you can of course go and put as many cameras that you want inside your blend file. If you want to have like 20 different angles of an object, you can go and do that. And all you need to do is just go and hit the run script. So that was actually it for this video. I hope you liked it, and let's just go and have a nice day. Bye.